Hello. In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through step by step on how I created this 3D gas cylinder using different AutoCAD modeling tools. So without wasting much time, I'm going to switch to a new page and start the drawing afresh. So let's get started. Okay, so here is a new page. So the first thing I will do here is to set up my drawing units. So I will simply type U, then choose Units, and do my setup right here on the window. So on length type, I'll choose decimal. On precision, I'll make it 0. And on insertion scale, I'll choose millimeter, that's already highlighted. And come over here on the angle type, I choose degree, I choose decimal degrees, and on precision, also choose 0. Then click OK for this setup. Alright, so since this is a 3D modeling operation, I'll also have to choose my workspace. And I'm going to choose 3D modeling. So come up right here, click on this arrow, and choose 3D modeling. I also have to set up the view. So come to the view panel, where I'm going to choose front to start the drawing. Okay. Move this one away from here. Alright, so the first thing I will start with is the rectangle command. So click on the rectangle command. So I'm going to draw a rectangle of 300 by 450. Okay. Okay, so I'll draw a line from this very point. I click on the line command and draw a line from this point. Draw a vertical line of 60. Do the same thing here. Also draw a line from this point, a line of 60. Okay. So now use the arc commands to connect these 3 points. So come over to the draw panel, click on this and choose 3-point arc. Choose here the first point, second point, and the third point here. Repeat that. First point, second point, and the third point. Okay. Now use the explode command to explode this rectangle. So come to the modify panel, click on explode, and explode this. Then remove this and this. Right. Now with the join command, I'm going to join them up. So come to the modify panel, click join, and join up all this. Okay. Okay, so I will now use the fillet command again to fillet these corners. So click on the fillet command and right click, choose radius, and choose a radius of 50. Click and choose multiple. Then radius this. Exit this command. Okay. Now draw a rectangle again of 40 by 20. Move this rectangle from this point and drop it here. From this point, draw a vertical line of 80. Enter. Then another one to the right by 20. Okay. Okay, now use the fillet command to fillet this. So click on fillet, right click and choose radius. Make the radius 10. Then fillet this and this. Okay. And use the join command to join it up. Okay. Okay, so I'll now have to move this one to the left by 100. So click on the move command. Click on this and move to the left by 100. Now with the extend command, I'll extend this line to touch this very portion. So click on the arrow beside this mirror command and the arrow below the trim command and choose extend and extend this to touch that portion, right? Okay, so I'll now offset this by the thickness of the cylinder, which is 4. So click on offset, enter 4, and offset this. And also offset this. Okay. So again with the explode command, I'm going to explode this rectangle. So click on the modify tool and click explode, then explode this rectangle. Right. Then offset this one by 10. Click on the offset command, enter 10, then offset this by 10. Right. Okay. Then use the trim command. Click on the tiny arrow here. Click on trim. Then trim out these portions. Trim out this. Enter. Now remove this. Extend this as well. Click on it. Extend these two lines to touch this. Okay. Then use the trim command. Trim this out. Right. Then use the join command. Then close this up. Click on the arc command. Start end direction. Close up this portion. Okay. Also close up this end. Okay. Okay. Use the join command to join this up. Okay. Also use the join command to join this up. Alright. Then draw a line at the midpoint at the center. Click on line command again. Then offset this line by 8. Click on offset command, enter 8, and offset this. Then use the arc command again. Click on start end direction. Start end. Check the auto mode. Going to curve. Okay. Then use the trim command. Trim out this. Trim out this and this. Again. Join. Okay. Okay, say I have to create the base, also use the rectangle command. Click on rectangle. Now draw a rectangle of 300 by 80. We now use the fillet command to fillet the four corners of this rectangle. So click on fillet, choose a radius of 20, right click and choose polygon, then click on this. Okay, so again I'm going to offset this by 4. Click on the offset command, enter 4, and offset this inwards. Okay. So I'm going to draw a line now from this point. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line from this point to connect this. Okay. Then move this. Move from this point and drop it here. Okay, so I'm not going to draw a line straight downwards. I'll click on this and project the line downwards. Okay. I'll now use the trim command. Click on trim. Then trim out this. Trim out this. Trim out this. Also trim out this. Trim out this. Then erase this portion. Right click and erase this. Okay. Now draw a line from here. Enter. Also trim out this portion. Okay. So use the arc command to close up this portion. Alright, remove this. Okay. So use the join command to join that up. Right. So use the join command. Join all this up. Okay, so now draw a circle of diameter 8. Repeat circle, diameter 8. Now trim. Trim out from this. Okay, join. Okay, do same here. Trim. Line. and join. Okay, so this is one side of this gas cylinder. So what I will do here next is to use the revolve command to revolve this and also this separately. First, I'm going to revolve this to an angle of 360, then this to an angle of 270. So come right here, click on this arrow and choose revolve, then revolve this, enter, then choose the axis. This is the axis of revolution, this and this. Now enter an angle of 360. Okay, so that is done. So again, I have to revolve this as well, but this time to an angle of 270 degrees. So click on revolve, then click on this, enter. Also choose the angle, and enter 270 degrees. Okay, so this is what you have here. So let's now view on shade of gray and see how this looks like. So click on the view panel and choose shade of gray. So this is what I have here. Okay, switch again back to front view. So click on this, choose front view. Okay, so this is what I have here. So next I'm going to create some openings on this. So I click on the rectangle command and draw a rectangle of 90 by 50. Now I have to fillet the four corners of this rectangle. So click on the fillet command and choose a radius of 20. Then right click again and choose polygon and click on this. Okay, so I will now move this. Click on the move command, move this, move it from this point and drop it here. Okay, now switch to isometric view. Okay, so here is it. So I'm now going to use the press pull command to pull this out. Click on press pull, click on this and pull it out. Alright. So next I'm going to use the polar array command to array this. But before I do that, I'll have to switch the UCS back to top. So come over here and click on top. Okay, so I can now array this. So come to the modifier panel, click and choose polar array. Click on this. Then locate the center of array. Any of the center will be okay. Now right click, choose items and make it 4. And exit this command. So again I'm going to rotate this array 4 to an angle of 45 degrees. So I highlight the 4. Right click and choose rotate. Now locate the center of this cylinder again. Any of these centers can be okay. And enter 45 degrees. Okay. So I've now used the solid subtract command to subtract these ones from this. So come over to the solid editing panel, click on solid subtract, click on this first, then subtract this, 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 and this. Alright, so this is what I have now. Let's see how that looks like. Okay. So delete this very one now. Okay, now switch again back to front view. Alright. Okay, so next I have to also create some openings here at the base. I also have to use the rectangle command again and draw a rectangle of 40 by 20. Then use the fillet command. This time choose start end direction. Look on this. Repeat this. Okay. Now use the trim command to trim out this. Alright. Then join up. Alright. So again, I have to locate the center of this base. So draw a line. Draw a line upwards of 40 to locate the center. Okay. So I will now move this. I'm going to move this and place it at the center of this one. So click on move command. Click on move command. Move this from the center and drop it at this center. And click on move. Okay. Alright. Now switch back to the front isometric view. Okay, so I'm now going to use the press pull to pull this out. Click on press pull. Click on this and pull it out. Okay. So now I'll have to use the polar array to array this. But before then, I'll have to switch the UCS back to top. So come over here, click and choose top. Now use the polar array command. Click on this. Locate the midpoint of the center. And exit this command. Okay, so let's see how it looks like on shade of gray. Alright, so I'm now going to use the solid subtract to subtract these ones from this. So click on the solid subtract command. Click on this and subtract this. Okay. Okay, so this is what I have. Let me turn it around. So that's the bottom. And this is the top. I have to remove this construction line. Click on this and remove the construction line. Exit. Okay. Okay, so let's view and see how it looks like unrealistic. Alright, so that's the realistic view of this tank. Okay, so let's switch back again to isometric and choose. Alright, so I'll now have to start to model the regulator. To start, click on the rectangle command and draw a square of 40 by 40. Need to move it on this, make a copy of this, so I will need it later. Okay, so draw a vertical line from this point, draw a line upwards of 20. Repeat the same on this side, draw a line from this point of 20 upwards. Okay. Okay, so draw another line of length 40. 40. Extend it by 10. extend it by another 10. Okay, enter. Now draw a circle of diameter 9. I'll make a copy of this circle. Okay, so now use the sweep command. Sweep this circle, the first one. Also repeat and also sweep on this. Okay, so draw another circle of 8 diameter. Click on the circle command. Diameter 8. Enter. Now sweep. Click on the sweep command and click this circle on this very one. Okay. So I will now use the union command to join them. Click on the union command and join them up. Right, so I will now use the fillet edge to fillet these edges. So I'll tap F for fillet edge, click on fillet edge. Now enter a radius of 2. Right click and choose chain. Then fillet these edges. And also fillet this edge and exit this command. Okay, so I'm now going to create a hole inside this pipe using the press pull command. So click on the press pull command, click here and press pull it out. Okay, so that's the hole. Now use the move command. Click on this, pick it from this point and drop it here. Right. Use the fillet to fillet this corner. So click on fillet and specify a radius. Make the radius this time radius of 5. Right click and choose polygon and click on this. Alright. Now draw a circle. Click on the circle command. Draw a circle of 20 diameter. Diameter 20. Exit this command. Draw a line of 10 by 30. 30. Exit this command. Use the fillet edge to fillet this corner. Click on fillet command. Specify a radius of 5. Fillet this and this. Okay. Now press pull this to a height of 5. Use the press pull command. Press pull to a height of 5. Okay, now draw a circle. Draw a circle of 8 diameter. So click on the sweep command. Click on this, enter. Then sweep along this part. Okay. Now use the sphere command to block the end. Come over here. Click on sphere and take the center. And enter side diameter of 9. Okay. Now I'll have to press pull this square to a height of 40. So click on the press pull command, click on this and raise to a height of 40. Okay. Okay, so draw a line from this quadratic center, geometric center of this very object. Draw a line vertically of 10. Enter. And draw a circle of diameter 70. Okay, draw another line from this point, another line of 5 upwards. Alright. Now copy this circle. From this point and drop it here. Draw another line again. This time draw line upwards of 5. And draw a circle of diameter 30. Okay, so I'm going to loft these circles and this together, and here is the loft arrangement. So the loft command, I'll start to loft. So click on this and choose loft. Then click on this first, loft to this, and to this. And I think I'll choose this. Right click and exit this command. So let me see how that looks like on. So I'll draw another circle with here as the center point. Draw a circle of diameter 30. Then extrude it to a height of 2 mm. Two or 3. Okay. Okay, so I'm now going to move the whole of this and put it here. Click on the move command. Move this. Click on this center and drop it to this midpoint. Okay, so let's see how that looks like on shade of gray. Alright, so I will now move the whole of this and put it on the cylinder. Before I do that, I'll have to also switch back to 3D wireframe. So now click on the move command and highlight the whole of this. Now pick it from this point and bring it right here. Okay, so let's see how that looks like. Alright, so the next I'm going to now rotate this regulator to an angle of 45 degrees. So click on this, and this. Right click and choose rotate. Then click on any of the centers here and enter 45 degrees. Okay, so let's see how that looks like. Okay, so that's the regulator there. So let's see how it also looks like on realistic view. Okay, so I'm going to apply some colors right on this. So here I'm going to choose red, double click, choose red. On the pipe, let me choose another color. Let me choose this color. Choose black here. On this board, let me also choose yellow for this. Let me choose yellow for this. Okay, so here is the gas tank and regulator in place. That's the top, and this is the bottom. So thank you for watching, and please do subscribe for more of my tutorials.